Good evening, Spot Catholic families. This is Mr. K greeting you for a walk-in talk here at school. We've been in for almost 3 months now. Things are going so well. There's a lot to report, a lot of fun things going on. And we realize that a lot of parents have not been able to see the school, sit down for conferences with teachers. So we thought this was a nice chance to show you the building. It is after school, but we'll bump into some teachers. I'll get to show you the classrooms. We'll learn a little bit about remote learning and what's going on with activities. So here we are in the front lobby of the school. As you walk in, teachers are here greeting our students, making sure that they've done their daily screening. And from here, they walk through to their classrooms. The front entrance of the building is for 9th and 10th, 11th and 12th graders. Our middle school comes in down the first floor hallway and heads right downstairs. This way we can control the flow of traffic in the morning and everyone gets to class on time. From the start of the year to now, we've gone from, drop off taking more time than normal to we've got it down and it's just a few extra seconds for every student. Thank you to parents and students who are filling out their screening every day, who are taking the time to make sure that they're ready to come to school. So when they get to school, homeroom like normal. Unfortunately, we can't meet and have assemblies like we have before, but we are able to do prayer and morning announcements. And from there, the kids go to homeroom and start their day. One of the most unique parts of this school year, obviously, is that we have so many students who are choosing to be remote or who are remote learning for short periods of time for various reasons. And one of the reasons that we're able to accomplish this, and we've been so successful, is that we did set up the year to have a remote learning coordinator, Mr. Curry, handle the coordination with families in school, and it's going very well. He meets with a virtual homeroom every morning, and then the kids go to class. So as you walk into a classroom, teachers have students sitting in the seats, but also on the computer. And so we've got Mr. Curry here, ready to just talk and chat with everybody. So Mr. Curry, how's it going? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just lovely. Just finishing the school day on my end here.
So what does a school day look for you? What does a school day look like for you?
Every morning at 8 a.m., we start our virtual homeroom. So the students who signed up for the permanent remote status, they will log in at 8 o'clock and they submit their name in the chat for our Google Meet. We do prayer and announcements, and we go on our way. There is a Schoology page or a single hub for all of the remote students to gather and communicate with each other, to share any questions or concerns. And this place also allows me to provide any updates or announcements that these students need. So we all meet in a central virtual location and every morning for attendance.
That's good. And so as far as helping students get into their classrooms or some of the ways that you help students be more engaged, what does your day look like on the support side of things?
So I have availability throughout the whole school day. I teach 2 classes during the day, but students are directed to email me if they have any questions, and we communicate through that special Schoology page or through email. And to keep them engaged, that virtual homeroom every morning is very useful. Another tool that we have in our virtual homeroom page is each grade has a discussion. So students within each grade learning remotely could collaborate or talk, or, virtual study hall if they want to talk and all that. That's available for them as well. But we're slowly building a community of remote learners online, because the real deal is I'm in the same boat as well. I'm not going to school just like these students. So I get it. I understand what many of them are going through right now, learning from home in this new environment. So we spend a lot of time in the morning homeroom to talk about it, check in, and see how everyone's doing.
That's great. Well, thank you, Mr. Curry, for taking the time to talk to us today. I hope you wrap up your day well, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you all.
All right. Thanks. So that was Mr. Curry. We were communicating through Google Meet, which this year all students have their own email address, and we're using Google products for our video conferencing. So it's very easy. Teachers can send out links as needed, but also have static links for classes as they, for every day as they occur. So here we are in a regular classroom. As you can see, the seats are all spaced out. In this room, there was a need to add a couple extra seats. And since we didn't have the physical space to be 6 feet apart, we are permitted to create partitions between the seats so students are able to sit a little closer and still remain safe. So you'll see, if you're in the building, there are some rooms where there's 2 or 3 of these, so that way we can get a few extra bodies into the building or into the classroom for instruction. So I'm gonna take you now over to the gym. So I'm recording this. This is about 3:30 in the afternoon. So we've just started activities in the fall and now into the winter season. While we didn't have competitive sports, teams were able to practice by doing some trainings and things like that. So our basketball teams are currently practicing groups of 6 every hour for 3 hours a day. So boys and girls alternate days. They cannot do any sort of like scrimmaging. There's a little bit of passing, but mostly it's individual skills and things that they're working on here. So I'm walking into the gym. As you can see, we've got some of our boys playing, working on their motion offense that hopefully we'll get to see them put into action during a school year or during the season. So I'm here with Coach. So Coach, I'm talking to parents here, just wondering, how are you approaching activities? What are things looking like for PE class so far this school year?
Well, right now we started out with our walking unit, and we worked up to probably about 4,000 steps a class, and now we're into wiffle ball, and we're staying 6-10 feet apart, and kids are getting a lot out of it, and we're enjoying classes. And our next unit will be badminton.
And what's going on here in the gym today?
Right now we're starting our just workouts, very limited things that we can do with 6 kids in the gym, but we're just going over basic offense with 3 guys, and kids are doing a lot of shooting drills and just getting a lot out of it.
That's good. Anything you can say to the kids at home who maybe are remote and not able to be here today?
Well, we miss you, and we'll be back together sooner than later, and just stay active and stay positive, and we're all in it together, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right. So got a couple more stops on our tour here. As you can see, so the gym has been used for a lot of things. So currently there's practice going on, but during the day we have PE class, obviously, and we've been lucky enough to do some level of assembly. We do have mass where kids are appropriately spaced throughout the day or during the mass. So we're able to pray and come together as a community. Perfect timing. So we're in the hallway here, and our new cleaning service, Miss Cheryl is our custodian, is working through the end of the day. Cheryl, along with the company she works for, is providing 3 times as much cleaning service to the building as we've had in the past. So just in the last month that they've been on board, the building is beautiful, looking better than it ever has, and we love Cheryl. She's doing a great job. So here we are. I'm just popping into another classroom. As you can see, we've got lots of space here between students as they're learning. And this is Miss Izo's room, who's here working late, working hard. Miss Izo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Everybody?
Giving a little tour here. So how are things on your end from Dean of Student Life with student council and activities and things? I know we started off kind of slowly, but things are starting to ramp up.
Yes. With all the changes in school policies and protocols, we've recently started up with the student council. Our first meeting will be tomorrow. We did have an activity with the officers leading the charge, our 5th annual Socktober drive, where we allow the students to dress down on Halloween or around Halloween this year. And as part of their fee for dressing down, they brought a pair of socks in that we donate to local Code Blue shelters or shelters in Saratoga, Franklin Community Center, and the Family for Centers. And this year we had a tremendous outpouring. We had 540 7 socks donated. So obviously, one new pair of socks was more than what our students did, and they're extremely generous, and we appreciate that. Student Council's next undertaking will be to adopt a family, and we will have our annual dress down day where we say, wear your ugly Christmas sweaters, which seems to be the trend, and the kids really enjoy that day. And we help a SCC family that's in need for Christmas assistance. As far as the rest of the students are working with administration and to adapt to the new protocols that we have, and we work with them on the flexibility of the building being a little chilly, so we allow them to have their gym uniforms or their regular school uniforms to available for them on a daily basis.
Yeah. So thank you for taking the time and working hard and helping us get organized. I know there's a lot going on, and we appreciate all your efforts. So thanks.
You're welcome.
So as Ms. Izo said, we got a lot going on. It's starting to ramp up. We spent so much time getting ready for the start of the school year that activities are slowly starting to begin because there was a lot of uncertainty. But now that we're confident and comfortable in what we're doing, we're able to do a lot more. So sports are picking up, activities are picking up, teachers and students are starting to organize clubs. So while they maybe in the past have started in September, October, we're going to be kicking them off, November, December, January, now that we kind of know what's going on. Last stop on our tour here, I'm going to go downstairs into the main building here. Before I do that, I just want to point out, so we are using a different building in addition to the main school building each school day. St. Peter's obviously used to have an elementary school and a high school. So you can see over my shoulder here, this building right there. We use the cafeteria and the second floor for classes, the cafeteria for high school lunches. And what it's allowed us to do is spread out less students in every room. Teachers have more space to teach. So art and music, some religion classes are taught over there, as well as lunch, as I said. So I'm heading downstairs. I'm going to show you the other cafeteria. We went from a space where we were serving almost 70 students a lunch period to now we're able to just do one middle school class at a time. So there's a lot more space. There's a lot more room for the kids to be together. It is the one time during the day that students are permitted to take their masks off. Other opportunities for that would be during gym class or while teachers might give them mask breaks. As it's getting colder, a little less of that going outside, but we're hopeful that we can find the time to give those students the breaks. So here we are in the cafeteria. If you've been down here before this setup, it was much more cluttered. But now students sit 3 to a table. They're able to chat and talk as much as they need to and just be comfortable here. Again, this is where the middle school eats lunch. Part of our prep for the school year was also to convert some spaces. So I'm currently standing in what was the weight room, which is now a classroom used mostly by 6th graders, first in the morning to start their day, and then for study halls and different things as the day moves on. Again, we've had to be creative. The teachers, the students, the parents have been so gracious and so understanding throughout this process that we've been able to adapt and adjust and grow. We're so proud of what's going on here at Saratoga Central Catholic. Thank you to the families who continue to support and send their students here for entrusting your most precious possessions to us. We take that responsibility very, very seriously, and we're so happy to be able to serve you in that capacity. So again, thank you for joining me on this walk and talk. I believe it was successful. Certainly shoot any questions over. This is going to premiere live at 6:30 tonight. I'll be on the chat window. So anybody who's watching this, and I guess it's a little late now, I'm saying this at the end of the video, but please ask questions. I'll chat with you. If there's a desire to do this again, perhaps we can shoot one during the school day and interact with the students. Again, thank you everyone for your support of the school, of me in my first year, of all the teachers and everything that we're doing. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a good night.